Are you in here soon? Sadly, I don't trust you Say hello to her if you want to. Excuse me, he just wants to know what you're doing, if that's all right.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Say hello to
I am going to try and catch some fish.
You're going to catch some fish.
I'm going to try and film it. I'll turn that off so you don't.
Estarás haciendo el ángulo con
Dani, no sé, cuando hago, mira,
se me cansa largo,
cuando hago así, mira, así es la cabeza.
pero
No quiero que
ahora ves el señor y está aquí. Sí, pero yo quiero también.
Interesting. Snagged. Snagged on a rock or something. I thought it was a fish for a second. Yeah, want some dinner. There we go, I was lucky.
Are you sure here have plenty of fish?
I don't know, I've never fished here before actually, so I've no. Oh, you down in Southsea, thrown out some sand eels on a 2-hook flapper rig. So we'll see what we come up with. We're bootlegging it here. I don't have a rod stand, obviously. Squid bombs. And we've got a glow tip on the end up there. It's not been a successful session. Would you believe it again? I started off the day way down that way, which is where Southend Pier is. So I started down there. God, that's bright. Oh, it's even brighter. God. That's strobe light. Okay, fine. I'll suffer that. So yeah, I started down the other side there, the other side of the pier, and I was just throwing a few lures while the tide was coming in. And then I drove up here because that spot was not producing for me. And I'm now sat on, I forget what the beach is called, but it's by a place called the Old Barge Pier, which is a military site. Apparently a couple of guys came along, were talking to me, and they said, oh, you can't get on there, but you're not allowed. But they go through the fence and get on there. But that's them. I ain't doing that. Not publicly anyway. I'm not going to admit to that on YouTube. There's not a soul on this entire stretch of beach. Anywhere. I've got the entire place to myself. Which is kind of eerie actually. There's just the lapping of the ocean. There's a few boat silhouettes out there which you may or may not be able to see. You probably can't. And there's just a military site that looks kind of abandoned over there. So this is like a Thames estuary, so the Thames comes out all the way from over there through here and goes out to sea over there. And this is like a headland, so kind of like the land kind of goes like this and then points and comes out. We're on that point. So theoretically it should be an excellent spot for fishing, as the fish either go out or come in to the estuary. I bought a media mod for my GoPro because, as you probably, if you have watched the other videos, you'll see that there was a lot of wind noise and bad quality lighting in the night when I'm going fishing or camping or whatever. So I've improved that setup. Yeah, I thought I'd come out, and it's, you know, it's nice to be out again. But I didn't post a video last week because I've had a busy week. I started a new job teaching. I'm a plasterer, so I'm teaching plastering now as well on a Tuesday, just one day a week, in an alternative provision, so a school for kids that basically can't go to full-time education all the time, so they need a break, and they come to the school I'm at, and I actually teach more than plastering. I just teach trades, so I do everything. So it's just been a bit hectic, but Ollie outdoors, mate. We're still outdoors, even if being outdoors is boring and nothing's going on. I think I'm going to wrap up here, to be honest. I'll probably just wrap up because I've got to get back to the hotel, and I don't actually know what time I can get in and still be allowed in. Good morning. So it's day 2 in Southend on Shrewsbury Beach, and the sun's rising behind me there. You can't quite see it yet, but it's just about to crest over the horizon there. And we're fishing with leftover squid. I left this squid here last night. It's a little bit worse for wear, but I thought, why not? I'm here anyway, so I might as well try. So nothing again. I've just moved down the beach, so I'm a lot closer now, and I'm casting towards that sign. So that sign tells us there's underwater obstruction, so basically rocks or whatever. That's a military zone over there by that, so maybe it's some kind of you know, they have the crosses, I forget what they're called, but I don't actually know what's under there. But I've casted right next to that because the tide's ebbing, it's going out. We've had high tide and now it's going out. So my thinking is, if there are any fish around, they'll probably be hanging out in that structure. So I've casted right up next to it in the hope that maybe we'll get some bites. But I've not even had a bite today. It's horrendous. Ollie Outdoors carrying on its tradition, man. No fish ever. That's the rule. If we catch a fish, you know it's all over for us. I don't know if you can see because it's way far down, but see the pier down there. The other side of that pier, there's a load of birds. There's a big old bust up there. I think there must be a bait ball being pushed up because there's a load of seagulls hovering around over there and they keep diving. So that's great, isn't it? All the fish are over that way and I'm over here. Right, we're heading out. No fishies again. No fishies. Oh, you can see in the thin old hair that I've got left that it's pretty friggin' windy, and the tide is out, and it's a huge, this is what I was talking about earlier, it's a huge flooding tide. So when it comes in, it really comes in fast, but it's out at the moment. I was gonna last ditch effort to get maybe a schoolie bass, but I don't think it's going to happen. My plan was to target, there's like a gutter that goes all the way parallel to me, all the way along this beach, and when the tide comes in, it rushes into that gutter first, thereby dragging all the fish down there. But I just don't think I have time. It's just too windy again. I came back to this morning's spot and yesterday's spot because I wanted to cast over there. If you can see behind me there's that structure that goes out and across. That's like a weird kind of mini pier looking thing, concrete. I was thinking, oh, I could walk out on that while the tide comes in and just fish the tide in. But it's so windy. It was actually dangerous because I was getting blown myself around by the wind. I was stumbling a bit on there, and you know, I thought I was going to be pretty steady, but obviously not. So, yeah, going home. Oh, I just wanted to ping a lure out and maybe catch something, but no chance. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Yet again, no fish. I'm sorry it's so boring. It will get better, but for the meantime, I would appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Think of it as an investment. You know, it might be rubbish now, but it'll improve as time goes on. Maybe it won't. I don't know. I'll see you next week. Wow, I look windswept and interesting. God, terrible. I need a haircut bad. Yeah, so I think that's the end of the video, guys. I mean, we had a good try. Yesterday we did a bit of lure fishing on the flood, and then we spent last night here near the old barge pier in Southend. We did some bait fishing, got a couple of little nibble bites sort of thing, but no real anything. And then this morning very early I came here again to this same spot, more bait fishing. Nothing much. And then I came here just now to just ping a few lures. I thought last ditch kind of effort before I leave. I had an hour spare, so I thought I'll ping a few lures, but it's so unbelievably windy, it's just dangerous. I was out on the concrete pier there. I didn't film anything because while I was out there I was thinking, oh, it's actually like crazy windy. like there's windsurfers out there, so that tells you how windy it is, and they're doing like I was counting him in the air, he's doing like 5-6 seconds hang time, which is crazy. So it's just savagely windy. I'm never going to get a good chance to go fishing this winter, I don't think. I think it's just going to be a case of come back for summer, and you know, that'll be when it kicks off, hopefully. It's just been bad session after bad session after bad session for I think 2 months now for me, so whatever. But it's nice to be out. I'm not being negative, it is nice to be outside. So even if it is crazy windy, but you know, you get that fresh sea air, so how bad can it be? Like and subscribe if you want. If you don't want, I understand. And yeah, I'll see you next Saturday. Peace out.